Hey, welcome back to Six Bears. I've got some exciting news today. I want to share some projects with you, some updates, and of course, got to talk about a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And this old man's going to ramble on a little bit. But let's talk about the new project first. I'm really excited. So, look, I was having a flashback moment to my 80s. You know, I'm an old man, back there, Generation X. So, back in 1983, a little movie came out called Krull. Wasn't the biggest hit, but some of us were really taken by it. I kind of forgot about it for a long time. Well, the other night I happened to see it on, and I was like, oh my God, I got to watch this. And I get to watching that movie, and I remember that there was this thing in that movie. Now, I don't know if you all remember it, but it was called the Glaive, which was an odd name because the Glaive was a different type of weapon altogether, but that's another story. The glaive was like a fantasy weapon. We all loved it. We all wanted one. Of course, back then, it wasn't a thing because we didn't have 3D printing. That's what we're here for, right, guys? 3D printing. So let's talk about it. So last night, after getting off with that movie, getting off the TV, and I was like, oh my God, I got to have one of those. I sat down and I went and did this. Now, this is the rough outline of one side. Yes, as you notice the hole here, I'm going to work on making this so when I press it, all 5 blades will go snick and pop out, just like in the movie. Let me show you what it's supposed to look like, because this is what I'm going for. This is it right here, guys. This is what I'm looking at. I want to make one of these, okay? You see these runes around the edges? Let's talk about what a pain that was, okay? You could see here in the movie prop that they clearly pretty much wrote them on with a marker. It is a movie prop, so we don't expect a lot out of it. But these blades actually did pop in and out. Now, I recently caught an auction where they're selling this actual glaive off. And the prop itself, when you press the button, it did have pop-out blades. Now, they were operated on a simple rubber band system. And as y'all can hear, I seem to be popular today. Okay, guys. I can't stop the notifications. I apologize. So, I decided to see if I could duplicate that process or something similar. So, the inside of this it has channels in it. And the inside is hollow. There will be a release button. Now, let me see if I can get it a little. So let me get it. Let me stop sharing the screen for a second. There you go. Now look. You can see here where the runes that are drawn on, I tried to inscribe them, and I think they came out pretty good. And then, of course, you can see the button here. What it'll be is a push button on a spring system so that it pops out and lets the blades come out. So we're going to see how this works. I'm not promising anything here. I'm just going to promise to do my very best. Okay. It wasn't, I don't know. When you look back, you got to be a little forgiving. The acting was a little cheesy, but the movie still has good roots. In fact, here's something funny. If you watch the movie, Liam Neeson is in it as a really young man. Did not expect that. I actually didn't recognize him for a long time, but I am a Liam Neeson fan, and I watched it last night, and I went, oh my God, there he is. I was actually stunned, okay? I was like, holy crap. So what we're going to do here, let me go back to this. Once this is all done and built, we're going to take 2-component UV cured resin to make these gems that you saw in the picture. What we're going to do is we're going to drop it in so that it has the natural tension like water would have, like a liquid. It'll make a bubble. And you let it dry. It'll dry like a ruby. It'll dry like a jewel. So we're going to make the jewels that go in the triangle sections and to the ends of the glaive that way. We're going to see if it works. I'm not making any promises here, but I got a feeling we're going to do pretty well. At the very minimum, we're going to do pretty well. So we're going to see. Now, let's go for an update real quick. Do y'all remember the Mardi Gras girl? that I was making for the gentleman. Well, she's coming along nicely. The colors are bold. She's had to be restarted a couple times because the colors weren't bold enough. So they came out just a little washed out because the plastic is hard to paint sometimes, you know. And when you do that, you got to make sure that, well, everything's got to come out just right. It's difficult, to say the least. The paints would slide off the plastic even when I primed it. So be careful of that when you do any 3D printing. Always be sure to prime the plastic. But as you can see, the colors are coming out much more bold, the way he wanted, nice and dark and rich. It's just based out right now. There's a lot of detailing left to do. But the base colors are finally coming along. So I'm excited. I'll show you guys when I'm done. I think it's going to work out really well. Wanted to give you all an update on the Iron Man statue we were talking about. So we have the chest plate is coming. I've got 2 coats of clear coat, but 1 more is going over now that the arc reactor is in. And since it's in, and well, if I can get it plugged in, right, guys? And functional. Look at that arc reactor. Simple, cool blue LEDs run into a hollow printed arc reactor. Creates a beautiful effect. I don't know if y'all can really see you can't see the detail. It's too bright. There you go. Now you can see the detail. There you go. Now, what's going to happen is the base, this all sits on a pedestal. And what I'm going to do is a simple pedestal here. A simple electronics board here. The pedestal will be in the back. This will line the back of the pedestal. And when it does, you'll be able to plug in the helmet, the shoulders, because this is the Infinity War set, and the eyes. Now, the helmet finally got its base coats done. I'm getting ready to do the gold for the mask. As you can see, the eyes are blank. I have created special tiny lenses for the eyes. These will go in, and then LEDs will go inside of here. And these lenses will diffuse the light so that it's, not so glaringly bright, but kind of like the arc reactor, it will be bright. But the lights will light up. It will have its gold mask. As you can see, look how good the clear coat came out on that. Now I've also got, you know what? I wasn't prepared. I should have grabbed this ahead of time. This is what I was talking about, guys. This is where we're at. Now this will also have a base that is printing right now. Let's see. Only when somebody's looking will something give you trouble when you're trying to show it. This, my people, is the statue. This is what we're working towards. Check it out. Now, obviously, the shoulders are not done yet, but I just took them off the printer this morning. Now, of course, getting them on might be easier said than done because they have not been sanded yet. There we go. But now you'll get to see the rough sketch. There you go. Be a nice statue for somebody to sit on their shelf. He will have the gold trim here. If you can see, there's little holes right here already in the shoulders. Their LEDs will go there with a little lens to diffuse the light again. But there you go. This is what you're looking at. Iron Man from Infinity War. Now, these can be printed in life size. These are just 50% size. And the helmet, I actually have a life-size print already going. In 2 parts, magnetically held. Nothing complicated yet. But this is what we're looking at. Now, I'm considering battle damaging him since it is Infinity Wars. Tell me what y'all think about that. Doing a little battle damage on him, huh? I think it's going to be a good idea myself. Because if you want a true Infinity War statue, I feel like he would have that damage. So I think we're going to move along with that. I think we're going to do that damage a little bit. Do a little something fun with it. There you go. Simple. Let's just put it down on the shelf down here for a minute. We'll continue on. Now, let's talk a little bit about the holsters. Okay. Today we're going to talk about the subcompact or compact holster. It can be subcompact as well. This is the Barrett tactical holster. Now this is the small version. In the last video I was showing you the full-size 1911 version. This is for a Canik TP9. Now I think I showed you briefly, but I'm going to go into more detail. This has the same features. If you'll notice, it has the same spring lock for the mechanism, the same barrel protection. It's got the felt lining inside. You can see it better on this one because it's brass. Yes, this is 30% bronze. I mean bronze, not brass. 30% bronze infill on the filament. You can see the felt lining and the protection. That way the barrel is never scratched. You've got the same wonderful clip that holds on very tightly to your shorts, to your belt, to your purse strap, to anywhere you want to clip it. This baby will hold. And notice, again, even with a compact pistol, your trigger area is protected. You will not have those misfires. Here's the Canik TP9. Look at that. Boom. Just as quick as you could ask. Oop, it scared me for a minute. Yep, well look. They don't fall out. This is the idea that I have patented. This is what we're trying to take to market right now. It's a super safe way to carry your pistols. Now, I've taken the same idea and I have moved it into a chest harness, which has also got the same pattern. An adjustable chest harness, which can be done in such a way. You can take your buckles, like say if you bought a strap kit for your chest or under your arm. Look at this. You can adjust them however you want. This is from a customer. He said he wears it. See how does he do it? Right there. Okay. Now, on that note, we're looking at an additional idea. Why not produce them with the buckles already attached? This is one print. Now, you'll notice the additional strength here. That is because when it's sitting on the chest, let me aim this down. When it's sitting on the chest and you pull, a lot of pressure comes out right there, I noticed. So it's been reinforced. You've got all of the buckles. These are custom made by me, not added on from a store. And I think it's something we're trying out. You know, what's nice is it falls under the patent pending laws, so I get to show it to you because they're all the same process. Now this one was made for a pistol that has a light underneath, so these can be modified to anything you want. The trick with this one is you'll see that little curve at the bottom here curves up to match the bottom of that light that he has on the bottom of his particular weapon. That's why custom holsters. This is what I'm looking at. But the simple 1911 holster, any compact holster at all, this is a conceal and carry holster. Now, ironically, I got this one. Look at this. Any material you could dream of. This one's in the process of being created right now. Isn't that nice? Look at that. Look at that red to black fade. So your imagination can run wild. If you get a 6 Bears tactical holster, you can match it to just about anything you're wearing, anything you have. I know some folks are big on that. They want everything to be match, and I don't blame them. And we can do that. Yes, I have a whole lot of holsters over here. We've had a lot of people interested in these things. So I'm kind of looking through them for just a moment because I was looking for one more thing. It might be in the other room, and if I think it is, so I'm not going to go bother to go get it. But look, here's one in the making for another 1911 carbon fiber print. This is what they look like coming off the printer. This is what the GoFundMe is about. I'm taking these to market, so I need a marketing team. The marketing team is there to help me build portfolios, videos, presentations, all of the above, I should say, all of the above. By doing that, it will get me straight to market much faster and help get these out to folks. That way they can have their 6 Bears holster, can carry much safer, and can enjoy the firearm, enjoy the carrying of it. And of course, I'm still trying to look for that one I wanted to show you, but I think I left it in the workshop in the other room because I was working on it. Yep, I did. Well, we're not going to worry about it right now, but it's just the same holster. It's for a very, very tiny 380, an MPP. I'd never had a chance to build one for that, but it's about that big. It's really, really a really nice little pistol, let me tell you. It's surprisingly comfortable when you hold it. I've never held one before. So making a holster for it's actually quite a lot. It's quite a lot of fun, I should say. It's a joy. But, so again, look on the GoFundMe in the description. Anything you could help, anything you could give could help. Help me get this baby to market. You can't beat a 6 Bears tactical holster. Now, I've currently got about 30 people carrying these as a test market. Some of them are ex-Marines. Some are gun enthusiasts that go to the range a lot. And they've been testing and testing and testing. These have been proven tried and true. And I've been carrying one for 6 months, trying it out. And this is my second holster, actually, because I have one on my 1911, which I showed you guys. I have one on my Canik TP9. I've made them for Ruger, for Witness, for the M&P. I mean, I've made them for the German Sports Gun 22. So you name it, we can do it. Definitely check out the GoFundMe. Anything you could do would help. It'd be wonderful. I'm this close, guys. This close. But it is patented. So, I mean, we've done all the work. We've got the patent. We've got everything. Let's get this baby to market, huh? Help me out. I think we can do it. I think the 6 Bears family can bring this baby to market, and we can bring a whole new world of owning your pistol, of how to carry safely, how to enjoy carrying without a lot of the worry and hassle that you have every day when you want to carry. You may not want to carry all the time. I don't. But when I do, I want to carry safely and responsibly. So, again, look up 6 Bears 3D printing on Facebook. You can find me on GoFundMe under Paul Barrett, or the link down below in the description. Okay, give it a shot. I appreciate your help and your support. Give me a like, give me a subscribe. I've been learning to say that. I keep forgetting to point down there. I watched the other videos. Hit the like and subscribe. I get it. I need to do that now. Okay, so hit the like and subscribe, please. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. You take it easy. Bye now.